Hi everyone, I'm Romy, Customer Success Director at TechTarget APAC, and here are 5 tips in 5 minutes on using intent data to power ABM. Tip number 1, use intent data for account identification and prioritization. A lot of the times, marketers are handed a list of accounts to include in their ABM program without much rhyme or reason. Layering on intent data on top of these accounts really allows you to understand which of these accounts are actually in market and which of these you should actually be utilizing when it comes to your ABM program. Even when it comes down to identifying which accounts to be utilizing within your ABM strategy, using directly observed intent data and knowing which accounts are researching around solutions and topics that are relevant to you as an organization will ensure that you are actually going after the right accounts. We know there's a lot of time, money, energy, and resources being used when it comes to ABM programs, and you really don't want to be wasting all of that time. In addition to that, intent data really allows you to keep track of changes against these ABM accounts over time, so you can really identify if there is any new activity that's happening at these organizations or any new accounts that have now started to become active. And then tip number 2, once you've figured out the A in ABM, the next step is to really understand the real prospects that are part of these organizations based on the intent that they're showing. We know, again, there's so much time and resources being put towards your ABM program, and you guys need to really make sure that you're actually going after the right people that are part of these organizations. Using intent to know who the actual buying team members are that are part of these organizations will really help you hone in on going after the right contacts. We know there could be multiple solutions that multiple buying teams in an organization are going after. So using that intent to know which of those solutions are relevant to you can then help you identify the prospects. And then layering on intent further to know what prospects are researching and therefore going after them and targeting them based on messaging that's relevant can then also help you cut through all of that noise that these prospects are already receiving. In addition to that, intent data also helps you know if there are any new prospects that are actually becoming active over time within these organizations as well. And that really brings me to tip number 3, increasing your brand recognition and engagement at these prospects and accounts. Having a targeted strategy to go after your ABM accounts and having some sort of multi-touch marketing channel such as a digital program or email campaign is really important so you are front and center across all of these prospects. Knowing the intent of accounts and prospects really does then help you personalize and tailor your messaging towards these contacts and accounts that you're reaching out to again cut through that noise. We know prospects are more likely to engage with content that resonates with them and that's relevant to their research activity. In addition to this multi-channel marketing approach, it's also really important that sales team are in synergy with marketing and both of you are working together to craft that messaging and really go after these key accounts that you're focusing on. And that brings me to tip number 4. Don't forget lookalike accounts. Taking a few steps back when you are really identifying those accounts that you should be including as part of your ABM strategy, it's really important not to discount any other accounts that could belong to your ICP and are relevant to the ABM account list that you're going after. Layering on intent on top of your ICP really helps you hone in and alleviates any blind spots that you might be having in order to really identify if there are any other accounts that you should not be missing out on that are worth including as part of your ABM strategy. And last but not least, understand the business impact of ABM. As with any marketing or sales activity you're doing, the results and the impacts on the business are super important and super relevant. Making sure that you do have results, KPIs, and goals that you're striving towards when it comes to your ABM strategy, and more importantly, ensuring that they're measurable and actionable is key in ensuring that you, over time, are able to keep track of these results. Using intent data to then therefore tweak anything if you are finding that the results are not quite up to scratch with what you were originally going after. And over time, keeping track of these results by having ways of tracking them in the first place is really crucial. Those are my 5 tips in 5 minutes. Please reach out to your TechTarget account manager or customer success manager if you have any questions.